Right, I'm going to try and get back to this drawing and just try and stay on it and not go tangential. Okay, here we go. At the moment, on this drawing, before you do any work on it for something else, for the part that you want to make, do not ignore this. But the thing that you cannot, if there's something there that's stopping you from working, you can't go past it because it's a physical something. And in this place where I'm building this unit, it's not an inbuilt, but it has some critical places where it can't go past, and these are the critical places. So there's a door over here, and the door opens, and it's opening into this slope here, and this is a pipe box. It goes up in the air. It's got central heating pipes running through it, and the pipe box has been made, and I've uploaded some. You might have seen some of it. You may have seen some snapshots of it, and I'm building this unit. It looks like I really need to redraw that again. I just don't have the time at the moment. So this red line that I don't know is red because I can't see red, but it's, I picked up a pen. My daughter said that's red. So I can't go past this line, and this is the wall, and I'm building off this wall off that gap there. Can you see? There's a 15mm reference line. That's the line. That line there is this one, this dashed line. Right, that's your 15mm in there, and this is the door side on this drawing. It's that one over there is that way around because the wall is over there. But for me to draw, I want to draw from this side, so I've put here. Can you see door side? Right, so I'm not gonna build it all in, but this line here, I've took it from the wall, and I've drawn it already on this one. This is that pipe box. There's a vertical section roof. All the stuff that's on that, going on this one, and all the information that's on this plan view over here has all been done vertically here yesterday. That line, that symbol is the datum symbol. It tells me everything comes from here. And I've drawn the floor in this room as a virtual line. It's just a line. The floor goes up and down like a banana. I can't draw that on there. So you just do this line, and everything's referenced from that line, whether it's right or not. And there's limits to this box as a limit, and it's got 2 limits. And one of them, I've wrote the dimensions up here from the wall, not from anything else, just from somewhere on that wall. There's a limit to 2 different positions. The overall box in one point, which is this bit that sticks out. Okay, so this is what I'm making. I'm putting the limit in. I'm putting those limits in now so I don't go past them. If I make a mistake, I'll see it inside the limit point. So what I've done, I'm trying to just reconstruct this here onto there. And you can, because you've got centre line. And I've measured this accurate as I can with a square off the centre line. I've developed that little... I don't do arrows for dimensions. I just do that little tick. It saves time. Draw accurately these lines, because you're just measuring with a pencil. You're just going to get an arbitrary number in there, and you're going to keep that number. It's just 30 that way towards the door, okay, towards the door, and 8mm going back way. There's a radiator, so it's going 8mm that way to the radiator. It's going 30mm that way to the door. Okay, so I take this information. I know that this is a distance, and I know that is a distance, and the distances are already marked on this drawing. So one of them is 160, which is this line. And this line here is 122. And they're both, all that information's here on this drawing. Okay, so there's the wall line. The wall's wibbly wobbly, but it's you can't draw a wibbly wobbly line. You can't work off it. So you've got to draw a dead straight line. Then I've got this 15mm gap. I don't want this back of this unit to hit the wall. Got wallpaper on it. And there's a restricting locking mechanism to hold the unit to stop it tipping over and killing kids. Okay, so I've transferred that data. This drawing, look, you can move it now off the board because you've done it. You've put your references on. I wrote door side there. This side I've wrote radiator side. Okay, and this is in a different lead. I don't know which in it is, a 12 or something, but it's harder to get it off. This stuff wipes, and I want to tell you something about how it wipes. So when I put the critical things in, obviously I'm measuring from this reference. I'm using that as a reference. I don't need to measure from there anymore. This line is a reference line. I've got to put the datum symbol in. I haven't done it yet. I'm just working on other stuff. But I'm working from this, and I take that dimension that I got, that one, that's on this section, 160, and I draw 2 points from here. I go 160 with a ruler, and I'll show you how I draw with a ruler so that you can draw the same way. I want to show you this so that you don't do it wrong. I do it right. I do it this way, okay? I don't measure like that. I don't put this end, right? I don't put that end over there and try to draw that off of something in there, okay? I turn the rule around. I want 160, okay? I want 160. I put 160 on this line, and I don't use those little nicky bits over there. I put that line there. It says 160 on it, so I put that on. I can see it, and I use a sharp pencil, sharpen it, and I'll show you how to do it with these Staedtlers. I put that on there. I hold it firmly wherever it is, and I put a little tick. Can you see it? I put that tick, and I go over here, longest distance, do the same thing, put it on the line, accurately as you can, draw off the edge of the ruler, okay? The precision machined it. It's the thickness of the pencil, the thickness of the tip of that pencil. And I draw another tick, right? Then I get one of these fine liners, and where that tick is that I drew, I put it in, okay? There's a reason that I'd put that in. And anywhere there's an intersection, I put a dot, okay? Can you see it? I put a dot. I put for the line that way, I put that tick, and I put it there. Look, and I put it there. These are critical. I don't want these pencil lines to disappear. If they do, if that pencil line was accidentally rubbed off, because you put that tick, that's not going to come off. You rub all that away, right? Doesn't matter. Get your long ruler, stick it on them 2 ticks. Nobody will show you this. Nobody will show you. Nobody in a drafting office will show you, because you know, you just don't get learned it. You got to pick it up. No, make one thing. These evaporator pens, they evaporated and they're gone. You've got to buy another one. Put the lid on it. Right, so you can put it back. You've got the dot there. You can draw it back. It doesn't matter. It's on there. Don't forget to do this on your critical stuff. That you're coming out. You're gonna be working like this and rub it all off. Where the hell was that line? Where's it gone? You know, where is it? It's there. Okay. Right, quickly about these Staedtler pens. They've got a pencil sharpener, the old ones anyway, new ones probably, I don't know what they do, In the back of there, there's a pencil sharpener. That little hole, not that one, that's the inside bit. That pushes on that little tube down there and pushes the lead out. There's a little clutch in the, and these are actually called clutch pencils. Right, so make sure you put it back in there. Put it back in there, right, and push that lead. Just hold it over the paper and let it come out. There, you see it pop it out. That's enough. Take that out. Right. I can't do this. You know, just I don't have those arms of that guy in the Star Wars. He's got 44 arms or something, or Dr. Octopus. You take that and you put it all the way on there and don't break that lead. And when you twizzle it, there's a little sharpener inside there and it sharpens your lead. Okay, it sharpens the lead because you spin it, and don't break your lead off. Then when you've done your sharpening, listen, inside the end of that, obviously is all the lead. So what you do is you go to a place and you tap it like that and the lead comes out. Look, can you see it? And then you get that, right? And then you rub it on somebody else's drawing. That's what we used to do. We used to put it on the bottom of the sliding mechanism, put a little bit on, and then rub it all over the drawing because we were nasty sods. Okay, that's a little by the by. All the old draftsmen, they used to do it, you know, you'd go away at dinner time when you came back, or you had to go out to go do something, you come back and they'd put it on you, and you would have forgotten by then that they do it every bloody day. Some git does it. Or they cut your tie off or whatever. Anyway, that's work banter, got off on a tangent. So the Staedtler has a sharpener in the end. I don't know what other product, I don't buy others, so I don't know. There's a little sharpener in the end. There's a Staedtler sharpener, and there's a pencil sharpener, and there's a knife to cut it. But the important thing is keep your pencil as sharp as you can. It will break away. You know, if you want to do really good construction lines, you use the hardest lead you've got, and it's almost invisible, but it won't rub off. 2B is going to rub off. 2B pencil lead, you just draw with 2B, it'll just come off. And you know, they used to ink. That's what those pens are for inking. You know, to ink it all in. It was beautiful. It was works of art. CAD's crap. It's got no life. You know, it's just do something fast. Do you want to draw something nice? Take your time. Take your time. I'm not in a race with anybody. You know, I used to take my time even with CAD. I used to make CAD drawings look like real drawings. You know, proper drawings that drawn by hand. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell that were done by CAD because I used line weights and stuff, and I did it really nice. My drawings are beautiful. The works of art. Yeah, I was slow. I always said I was slow, but I did a lot. I put all the information on and made the mistakes, and they came back and they said, "Yo, yes, told you what's it." And anyway, there it is. So this is me. I cannot go in there. Now what I've got to do, I have an offset gap here to the back of the unit, which when it comes up towards this box, it can't go into this area. Okay, and that's shown here. It's written down there. Stay. This is that box. You're looking at it in section. There's a box coming out. It comes down. And down there it says clear gap 15mm. Can you see it? It's written on the drawing. Write it on the drawing. Okay? And it's here again. Clear gap. It's 15mm up there. That's 15mm in there. And there's a reference line on everything. There's a line to say where everything is. And you can't draw. You use that line that you've developed. You put that line in and you go that way. Okay? You're working that way. You put this line in and you're working upwards on this drawing. Because this wasn't, I didn't use I didn't use this technique yesterday. I just used it today. I'm using it today because I want to really get a full size board. I don't need a full size board here. I do need a full size board for this view. Right, so from here, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the ruler. I'm going to put it that way around, okay? I'm going to put it on the 15mm marker, wherever it is. And I'm going to do a tick with my pencil. Tick. I'm going to come right down here. Don't do it over there. Don't just do another one there. It's too short. You won't get a good line. You won't get a good. You're trying to even out all your errors. The line, you don't need to go from the set line anymore. You're working this way, and you're working off every line you do. You're progressively working that way. You're working from here, and you're going that way. Draw your little tick. Then get your little liner pen. You know, the one you do for your eyes. Cover the tick with the pen. Cover the tick that you just made there. 15mm round that corner and do the same thing. So do the same thing. 15mm round. You can put the tick there if you want in the same location. Do your tick here. And then dash it. Dash that line so you know, there it is. It would actually dash. Can you see? It would dash. But now then I do my line over it. When you draw your actual physical thing, you cover the line. That's why you dash it. It's called a construction line. Okay? And then you start building everything out. You just build everything out from there. But make sure you get these references in. And I'll show you that symbol. Here we go. I'm going to draw it in real time. I'll do it with this pencil because that other one I need to put the back on it. So if you want to do it neat, you can get a little thing that draws that you draw around. It's a little template with all the little circles in it. But you just draw it, okay? Just draw the circle like that, and then if you've got that line there, don't hatch this part. Don't hatch this part because you need to draw from it. Hatch the parts you're not drawing from, okay? So I just hatch it like that. Hatch it like that. When you look at it, you'll always see it. You go, oh, that's where the drawing's been taken from. That's everything that the drawing's been taken from. You can put one there if you want as well on that side. It's up to you. Do what you want to do. It's your drawing. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that 15mm line offset in, and I'm going to show you when I'm done. I'll show you, and then I'm going to make these lines. I'm going to put those dots in so they can't move. They just make sure they're there. They can't move. No matter what happens, those the important lines, and this centre line is the important. I've not done it with it because I don't need to. Okay, it's just always there, so I can always go. It's always going to be there. It's always down there, and it's always up there. It's off the page, so it doesn't really matter with that. But these are critical. These ones. So I'll come back when I put them in, and I'll show you. There you go. I'm just showing you. And you never have enough of these. Never have enough pens and pencils. Never have enough. You never have. Okay. 14 minutes. That's a good size.